Kasi, para matapos yung sa side mo, para
Itanong ko lang kay Mayor Teves, ex-mayor, pwede?
sa akin
Sige.
yung tanong ko.
Yung, anong ginawa niya during his administration, yung mga various killings sa Bayawan City? Anong mga investigasyon na ginawa niya during his administration?
Siya ang mayor,
Yeah, na siya ang mayor sa mga killings.
mga killings,
Oo.
mga ilang killings yung alam mo?
Ay, dami.
Marami? Mga ilan? Mga number? Estimate?
Mga,
Kasi mahirap yung magtanong tayo ng
50,
abstract question
50.
dito sa
More or
ating
less.
resource person.
more or less 50.
50?
Oh, yes.
Bayawan?
Yes.
Honorable Henry Teves, you can respond to that if you want to. Around 50 killings happened in Bayawan during your term as mayor, and they would like to know what did you do with,
I cannot
with those
respond to
killings.
that, sir, but this is what I am sure of that I did during my 6 years. I gave full support to the PNP, and I increased the number of CCTVs all around Bayawan City from about a mere 30 to about 150. That's also the reason why now, during the latest incident, the authorities were able to make extensive use of those CCTVs I placed, and I made sure that Bayawan City had all the motorcycles, radio equipment, everything that the PNP wanted as far as the Bayawan City Police Force is concerned.
As far as the
Bayawan City
resolution of
Police Force.
those alleged 50
Well,
killings.
kasi as mayor
we
naman,
know.
sir, di ba, hindi
Yeah.
naman ikaw ang nagsusolve ng kaso. There are policemen, there are law enforcement, there's NBI also in Bayawan. What you can do as mayor is support them and make sure they're well funded. Then when they need resources, logistics, everything, they have it during the time that they need it.
Yes,
As far as
sorry,
mayor.
but is it true that during your tenure as mayor of Bayawan, there were 50 killings?
50.
According to Madam Tiso.
Well, this is the only I can say as mayor of Bayawan, sir.
You should know because you were the mayor.
I don't think so.
Nag-mayor din tayo. Kaya
I don't
alam
think
natin
so.
kung ano nangyari
I don't think so.
sa sarili
In
natin
fact, when I
bayan.
was mayor, sir, for 2 years, I was a regional finalist and a national semi-finalist for Dangal ng Bayan. And I had my Seal of Good Governance Award. And for 6 years,
No,
I never had any single
what about
COA audit.
What about the crime rate during your term?
Sir, I
Does
think
it
the PNP
increase?
can answer that kung tumaas ba yung crime rate sa 6 years na nandun ho ako at anong ginawa ko. I think they're much better position.
Yeah,
sir.
I think
Kasi bias mo ako eh.
the director of
Bias
CDJ
mo
is
ako.
raising his hand. Meron ka bang alam dyan about during the term of Honorable Teves as
Baka
mayor of
hindi.
Bayawan?
Baka
Alam
hindi.
ka ba kung ilan ang namatay doon at anong nangyari?
Mr. Chairman, sir, with your permission, could I present my compliance to you, sir, to present the political killings in Negros Oriental, sir, so that this body could have an appreciation and have an idea what is the real peace and order situation in Negros Oriental, sir.
Mas maganda. Ihinto muna natin sila individual eh. Merong overall picture na i-represent yung sa IDJ. You have the floor. Pakinggan muna natin yung sa IDJ para meron tayong buong picture bago tayo mag-dissect into separate independent incidents. Yung overall picture muna.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, sir.
Go ahead.
Yung EVP natin, could you po?
But still, tanungin natin yung
Yes, sir.
yung record nila during,
Yes, sir.
kasi yung allegation nila more than 50. That's very nakakatakot na number yan. Pa-confirm natin sa PNP kung totoo yan para officially meron tayong records kung totoo yan na nangyari.
Yes, sir. I will just make pass with my presentation, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I will forgo with the answer. Sir, my presentation will be part in 2 parts. First, about the basic information about Negros Oriental and the shooting incidents victimizing elected government official in the province of Negros Oriental from calendar year 2016 to March of this year. Next slide, please. Make pass. Sir, Negros Oriental has a total land area of 5.42 5,420 square kilometers and inhabited by almost 1.5 million Negrenses as per 2020 census. Politically, the province is subdivided into 3 districts, 6 cities with Dumaguete as the capital, 19 municipalities and 515 barangays, with police to population ratio of 1,800. Negros Oriental registered a total crime volume of 2,677 for calendar year 2022, broken down as 556 index crimes and non-index crimes, translating into an average monthly crime rate of 16. Likewise, in the first quarter of this year, Negros Oriental registered a total of 675 crime incidents, respectively with the same average monthly crime rate of 16. Next slide. in order for us to have the same understanding, some terminologies which I will be mostly using in this presentation will be defined based on the existing PNP and NAPOLCOM policies. First, the EGO, which means elected government officials. Solved case. A case shall be considered solved when the following elements concur, as shown on the screen. When the offender has been identified, there is a sufficient evidence to charge him, the offender has been taken into custody. Ito po yung pinaka-importante kung nahuli yung offender, and the offender has been charged before the prosecutor's office or the court of appropriate jurisdiction. Cleared case. A case shall be considered cleared when at least one of the offenders has been identified. There is a sufficient evidence to charge him, and he has been charged before the prosecutor's office or any other court of appropriate jurisdictions. Next slide, please. Record show from 2016 to present, there were 40 shooting incidents that transpired in Negros Oriental that victimized one governor, one provincial board member, two vice mayors, 6 city or municipal councilors, 15 barangay chairpersons, and 16 barangay councilors or kagawads, with a total of 43 elected government officials. Out of that 43 government officials, 33 were killed, 3 were injured, and 7 were unharmed. There are 2 incidents that have 2 or more elected government officials victims. The Digamo case with 3, the Barangay Chairman Halandoni case with 2 elected government officials as victims. Next slide, please. On the slides are the names and the status of the victims, wherein 33 were killed, 3 survived but sustained injuries, and 7 were luckily unharmed. Next slide. As shown in the previous slide, there were 33 elected government officials who were victims of shooting incidents in Negros Oriental. However, my presentation will be focusing on the 33 killed in the 30 incidents of alleged political killings. As to the status...
General Karamat,
Yes, sir.
excuse me. This is only yung 43 na sinasabi mo, elected
Yung-
government officials.
Yes,
Hindi
sir.
pa kasama yung mga civilian, yung na pinatay. May data ka rin dyan?
No, sir.
Sa non-ego.
Yes, sir. That's my compliance to you, sir.
So wala pa? Wala ka dito?
Wala pa, sir. Only elected government officials lang yan, sir.
Baka makapag-utos ka ngayon doon para mapahabol dito bago tayo mag-suspend mamaya. Kunin nyo yung number.
I think,
Ito, ego lang ito eh. Ego lang. Hindi
I
kasama
think
pa
my
yung iba.
Directorate for Operations as...
Palapin mo, ha?
Sir.
Okay,
They have the-
please continue.
Actually, basically, that's the meat of my presentation. Let's go with the different slides so that we could know the names of those victims. Next slide, please. Next. Hindi ba makita yung... Yan, sir, yung mga pangalan. Nandyan yung mga pangalan ng naging biktima. Yung unang witness natin, kasama na yung asawa niya na former police, na kung saan. Yung status of the case. Next slide. Sige nga. Next. Yung mga pangalan ng biktima. Next slide. So, yan sir yung mga pangalan ng mga biktima, sir. Pati yung, sige, next. Yung mga presentation. Actually, sir, nandyan yung mga pangalan ng biktima kasama na lahat. I will just give you the hard copy, sir. Yun, sir, from 2016 to present, sir, there are 33 killed and all in all, 43 elected government officials were victims of shooting incident in Negros Oriental, sir. That's all, sir. That is my presentation.
Sandali lang. 33 ito lahat, di ba?
Killed only, sir. Those that were killed in the shooting incident, sir. But all
Elected government officials,
Yes, sir.
33.
Yes, sir.
Ngayon, gusto kong malaman kung dito sa 33, ilan dito ang solved.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will.
Kasi 33 elected officials, ilan dito ang solved?
Mostly arrested yung mga suspects, sir. But some cases were dismissed in court. I don't know what was the reason, sir. But most of the cases there are ongoing on trial, sir.
How many cases were dismissed by the court?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How many?
Palakin nyo nga yan.
General,
Yes, sir.
how many cases were dismissed by the court?
Based on my record, sir, 3 were dismissed in
3
court, sir. Yes,
out
sir.
of?
Out of that, 43.
What was the reason why they were dismissed by the court? Is
Sir,
non-confidential?
I will find out, sir, but the reason why the case was dismissed, sir.
Because usually, if the case are dismissed, ibig sabihin, walang sumisipot.
Yes, sir. Based on my records, all the suspects were arrested, but the final resolution in court, the case was dismissed, sir.
Can you please find out for us?
Sir,
Can you please find out for us why these cases were dismissed?
welcome that, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, just to be clarified, I'm looking at the figures. There are only 14 cases filed. Is that correct? Out of the 33 killed government elected officials, only 14 cases were filed. And out of the 14, 3 were dismissed. For example, in 2019, 5 cases were filed, only 2 were dismissed.
Yes, sir.
Is that a correct assessment to the...
Majority Leader,
Yeah.
yung nasa taas of cases referred to the prosecutor's office. Meaning, pagdating sa prosecutor, 3 ang na-dismiss, 4 ang nag-progress na final nila sa korte. So, 3 ang dinismiss ng prosecutor, 14 ang nasa court ngayon. So, ongoing trial, mayroong tanggalin mo yung
Galing nga yun, oo.
Tanggalin yung
Ongoing trial.
box na yan. Paano natin makita yung ongoing trial? Bilangin na lang natin. 4, 6, 4, 6, 10, 11. So tama, 11 are ongoing trial, 3 ang na-dismiss. 14 lahat sila. Arraignment. Okay. Solve, 8. Cleared 12, under investigation 10.
12, sir. Oh, sir. Yung,
Itong 10 na ito, matagal na kaso ito, di ba? 10. Under investigation pa rin hanggang ngayon.
yes, sir.
Please exert more efforts na kahit na makleared mo lang itong kaso na ito.
Yes, sir.
Ah?
Yes, sir. Hindi naman nila.
When you say solve, all the suspects have been identified. All the suspects were under the custody and proper cases were filed in court. Yun ang solve. Pero yung cleared, at least one lang. At least one. Kung merong isa na na-identify at na-custody at na-file ng kaso, clear daw yan. Pero kung nagtataas sa kamay, yes ma'am, go ahead, Mayor.
Mr. Chair, dito po sa mga killings na nangyayari sa mga politicians, gusto ko lang pong malaman kung yung mga nahuhuli, mga politicians din po ba? At kung hindi man po, baka po pwede naming malaman yung motive. What is the motive for killing elected officials when the man who pulled the trigger are not politicians themselves?
Yes, po, that's already in my mind. I'm supposed to ask that question. But thank you for raising that question, ma'am. General Karamat, can you give answer to that question, which is the same question that I'm about to ask you? Anong motibo? Sino itong mga suspect na ito? At yun, unahin mo na yun. Sagutin mo yung mga tanong na yun. Motive.
Sir, just the heading of my presentation, political, sir. Political killing, sir.
Political killing.
Yes, sir.
When you say political killing, you define.
Yes, sir.
You define political killing.
Sir, when we say political killing, sir, it involves
Politics.
politics.
Okay.
Politics, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So lahat ito ay politically motivated na killings.
Based on the information we gathered, sir.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes,
I think following the questions raised by our chair and Mayor Janice, hindi ho, General, hindi daw po yung politiko yung trigger man, yung bumaril. So, ibig sabihin, ito ay iniutos. Ito ho ba ay klaro sa atin? If you say it is politically motivated, that means inutos ito ng isang politiko o inutos ng sino man na pakikinabangan ng isang politiko. Because it falls under that category na this is political or politically motivated.
yes, you may respond.
Most of the suspects, as shown on the screen, are, shall we say, gun for hire. Because with the permission of the body, I do not agree with the private armed groups because it's hard to maintain a private army. Imagine, kailangan sweldoan mo ito araw-araw. So ito yung pinagtatalunan natin sa private army or gun for hire. So
That's why I was
Yes, sir.
about to
Yes, sir.
ask Senator Secretary Abalos kanina. Ako, I am from Mindanao.
Yes, sir.
Di ko yung saying about private armies in Mindanao. And in fairness, no, for the politicians in Mindanao, marami na rin mga matino at dissenting politiko sa Mindanao na ayaw talaga maghawak ng private army, lalong-lalo na with the advent of the social media, ang dali mo lang i-report sa police. Pag meron kang mini-maintain na private army, ma-report ka, automatic yan, maimbestigahan ka. Ang mahirap ngayon dito, hindi yung maintenance ng private army, kundi yung contract killing, yung mga gun for hire.
Yes, sir.
Like in the case of this, itong Digamo killing, posibleng hindi ito private army ng isang politiko, hindi ito napapansin dyan, but pwede ito silang i-text lang, i-kontrata, na meron tayong tatrabahoin ngayon. So, that's contract killing, di ba?
Yeah.
Kasi mahirap pag-maintain ng private army ngayon. Makikita at makikita ka ng mga tao. Pag meron kang gano'n, may report ka, may bisigan ka agad sa IDG.
I think,
Pero yung contract killing yan ang mahirap maagapan. So, please continue.
I think the only reason why we always mention these private armed groups, because at present, the definition of private armed groups, when 2 or 3 male factors with firearms considered or performing duty or in errand coming from a certain person is considered already a private armed group, sir. So that's the definition. If that happens, everybody has a private armed groups based on that definition. So I think we should amend that definition of private armed groups.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, if I may come back to my original question as being propounded earlier by our chair and Mayor Janice Digamo, it is still part of what you're saying na politically motivated, hindi nga po private army, gun for hire, meaning hinire siya ng politiko o isang tao na makikinabang para dun sa pagpatay ng isang individual. Is that the correct assessment, sir?
That's correct, sir. Actually, sir, we had already conducted initial background investigation.
Yes.
The name of listed
Yes.
of the suspects
Yes.
for our future operations. Nag-conduct na rin kami, sir, and we have an idea already who are those suspects listed in that killing, sir. And for security reasons, sir, I cannot tell. But I have
Ergo,
already. They
yes,
were hired. All
Yes.
those suspects were hired
Yes.
by certain politicians, but I cannot name because we don't have enough evidence to pinpoint.
Ergo, sir, kaya nga po, yung binabanggit kanina is merong mastermind, merong nag-utos sa kanila, merong nag-hire. So, doon na tayo. Nandun na tayo sa stage na yun. Para
That's correct, Your Honor,
Tama
sir.
po. Nasa na po tayo doon sa stage na yun na
We
sa
are on the stage of having a case build up, gathering more information because we cannot rely on information only, sir. We should, the CIDG first only a case, in airtight case with the...
Yes, I agree with that, sir, and I commend the
Yes, sir.
PNP to make sure that the case build-up is airtight.
Yes, sir.
Ang sa akin lang, Mr. Chairman, klaro, kasi sa isang individual, sa isang Pilipino, pag sinabi na natin ito, politically motivated, iba yung bumaril, pero alam natin na may mastermind, may nag-utos. So, inaasahan din na ito ay may tuturo balang araw. And hindi natin sinasabing madaliin, pero we are expecting a result on this investigation na may turo yung mastermind, yung talagang nag-utos o yung talagang nag-perfect nitong kontrata na binabanggit po ninyo.
Rest assured, sir, that the CIDG is working on that, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, because if I may add, since you classify this as political killings, when you say this particular case is solved, considered solved, dahil may napaila na kayong kaso ng suspect, but as far as the victims are concerned, hindi pa rin sila satisfied dahil hindi nyo na-pinpoint kung sino ang mastermind.
We considered the case is cleared, sir, not solved, sir. Because the definition of solved case is
Okay.
when all the masterminds are naging, sir.
Okay, cleared.
Yes,
When you say cleared, hindi pa rin sila satisfied yan dahil gusto talaga na matumbok yung mastermind, di ba? So, dapat, alam ko yung challenges nyo dyan, palaging putol tayo doon sa gunman. Kasi unless mapabaligtad mo yung gunman na yan, na magturo sa kanyang mastermind, dyan tayo aakyat sa mastermind. Pero palaging putol. Lalong-lalo na pag mayaman yung mastermind, maraming pera na continuously makasupport sa pamilya ng mga suspect, ay tahimik na tahimik sa prisuhan yung mga gunman na yan. Ay, hindi talaga yan tutuga. Sige ka lang, huwag ka lang magsalita dyan. I will support